Welcome to Full Set Society. Enter the chat. I'm JT, based in Brooklyn, New York.
Hi, y'all. My name is Sharnaija. I am based in Washington, D.C.
Friends, I'm Angelina, and I'm based in Brooklyn.
Hey everyone, I'm Sydney, and I'm based in Kentucky.
Hi everyone, I'm Ja, and I'm based in New York.
Hi friends, I'm Ghazal, and I am based in Maryland.
Whoop, whoop. The Full Set Society is a social first community. We are so excited to have you here. This is our world premiere on YouTube. And Full Set Society is a community dedicated to folks who love a good mani-pedi, don't have one right now. Folks who love a good full set, still don't have one right now. However, they want to do good for their community and keep abreast of everything that's going on in the nation. And we want to focus on the things that our political reality requires. And so we're going to get into it. In this episode, this is being our first episode, we really want to get into dumb ass laws. We talked to some incredible people about dumb ass laws, and we want to get into a few of our favorite dumbass laws. We're gonna go ahead and get started. What are some rules that make you go, but why? Or y'all do too much? Or, any of the above? Like, make it make sense.
Oh, I'll go. As someone who had to escape a country because of nationalism and such, real stupid to make me stand for a Pledge of Allegiance. Who am I pledging to? I will only pledge to Rihanna and currently Sean Bankhead. But don't make me pledge to anything else. Maybe Jane Fonda. I'm not gonna stand up. And then to stand, I'm like 5 years old. I don't know what I'm saying. You're making me stand. You make me put my hands in places. I don't like it. It's stupid. It's dumb. I don't like it. Stop making babies do that.
Very culty.
Yeah, right? Like, not the fact that you put your hand over.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
But why?
I used to work on the production team of the morning show, and I used to have to put the graphic up in the back that was just like waving in the
Like a waving, yeah.
You're in the aid to cultivize everybody. Wow.
And it was a Catholic school, so other stuff on top of that, I was like,
oh my gosh. Dress code. In high school, we were a little too broke to have like a TV and things like that in the classrooms. But what we did have was like the strictest dress code known to man. So there was a 3-finger rule. So all the female students had to have straps, like you could not wear a strapless gown. And if your straps did not exceed those 3 fingers, then baby, you can't wear the dress. No, you may not. And
I thought you were about to go the Hunger Games route and whistle.
you know what's weird? Dress codes are always as we know, they're always just sexist as hell. So the dress code for the people who identify as women and girls would be a mile long. It's you look over to the other side and they're no tank top, no sagging jeans, no house shoes.
It's too much. And then now, looking at what's going on in Europe, they're banning burqas. So you can't show too much skin. You also can't hide your skin either. Right.
Exactly.
Or the Norwegian volleyball team. How are you? And then you look at the men's team, and I would like to see some men booty too. Everyone's butt should be out.
Y'all not wearing booty shorts this summer. Keep it.
Let the titties out. Let the asses free. We should just let it out. That's one of the best things about New York is that you can just be topless.
Right. That's, yeah.
God bless me.
Totally concur.
And while we're on the topic about silly laws, what about asking to relieve yourself? I mean, what if I have bladder problems?
Gosh, yeah.
What if I can't ask you in the moment? I just need to go to the restroom. I think that's pretty silly.
What if you have pee anxiety or poop anxiety?
Seriously.
I don't want to tell people what I'm doing.
The whole class?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Especially right after lunch, that used to be my pet peeve. They would be you should have went during lunch. I was drinking during lunch. That's why I have to go now. They'd be just wait 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Exactly. And lunch is 30 minutes long. We're trying to eat. Like, we don't have time to do anything else.
And then, like, what happens when we do ask and then whoever says no? So, like, am I going to be penalized because
Let
I
me
have
tell
to
you.
go and you said
Raggedy bitches.
If I ever have kids, I'm gonna teach them. If someone tells you no, just pee in your seat. Because now you gotta evacuate the room, bust out the Clorox. Look what you did. You should have just let me pee.
It's true.
And the baby's pee. See, okay, and so part of this conversation has come from the fact that we got to talk to Molly Mitchell. Molly Mitchell is just the best, and here's why. Not only is Molly a writer for The Late Late Show with James Corden and an incredible TV industry writer and comedian, but Molly actually helped us start Full Set Society. And so Molly came back to do a friend date with us, and Friend Date is an incredible segment that Sid is going to tell you all about.
So Friend Day is a series that features all of our faves, all of our besties in our heads, the friends that we would love to put in a group chat and love to take on a friend date. So we chatted all with Molly about the dream minimum wage, if there is one even, and the ever so lovely activity of adding your local politicians.
Hey, Full Set Society. My name is Molly Mitchell. I'm a late night TV writer. I'm so happy to be here today. So let's go on a friend date. Booty. I mean, I gotta give that to Megan. I think she's just got a juicy, every booty is beautiful. We know this. We've known this. But hers has just captivated the global consciousness. I mean, it deserves a Nobel Prize. I mean, Cardi always has such beautiful nails. I don't want to go with the obvious, but I mean, she has a whole nail budget. That's really, I'm not at that financial level in my life, but I think when you get to a certain tax bracket, that's like truly, you've made it. This morning I was like, oh, I'm not even feeling like a half set right now. This is all to say, when COVID is over, I think everyone gets the nail award. I mean, my God, it's been a natural 12 months, and it's beautiful. Classic. Ooh, Lauryn Hill. I just love everything about her. I mean, she's like therapy. She's a cheerleader. She was boundaries before we knew boundaries was beauty. Like, she is just so classic to me. Like, she was instant canon. The minute she came out, I was like, you are canon. So she's just classic to me. Ooh, I think game changer, I would say shout out. I'm from Philly. I love all my girls from Philly. I would say Tierra Whack. All her videos, and it's just the way she plays with like the grotesque, and like, I think she's an undersung game changer, but she just came straight out the gate with like a super creative sound, her format, the way she played with it. All her songs were like 30 seconds, and I think people think a game changer is the person that history says changed the game, but I actually think it's really the person who's just brave enough to come out playing their own game when no one knows even the rules of it yet. So I would say Tierra. Honestly, I would say like every mom and auntie would be the true queen of the clapback.
All right, so what comes to y'all mind when you hear Booked and Busy? Because at this point, it's a trending hashtag. It's a conversation online constantly. It don't matter what amount of money somebody get, they're always booked and busy in some sense of the word. So are you team rise and grind? Are you team booked and busy? Are you team go take a nap if you want to?
Booked and busy is the girl boss of capitalism rules. No, I need
That's
to lie
true.
down. The ancestors want me to lie down. I'm lying down.
Yes, they do.
As much as I am here for Black excellence, I am, and I want to go to sleep. And so I want my children to take me. I want them to lie. I want them to lay down. I want them, like, what was it all for? If they can't be mediocre, what has all of this been for? So as much as I'm here for the greatness that is the elites of our generation, I am also here for, if you want to go to bed and you're like at 11 a.m. to 3, do it. do it.
And it also makes me think about the conversation, at least in my community, about what would your ancestors think? Like, you're being lazy and da 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 da. And I'm like, 2-3 generations back, like my great grandparents were probably like, you should be able to be spoiled or live in whatever luxury that you want. So it's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Now, if you want to be booked and busy, fantastic. It's just gotten to a point where it's like not at the expense of my health. Like it's too much. So I am team lightly booked.
I'd rather be team like booked and balanced.
And also kind of just like re-examining what it means to be quote unquote booked and busy. Like I'm busy laying in my bed. Like I don't want no one to bother me. Yes. I'm chilling right now. So I'm busy and I'm booked, okay? I have a date with my bed tonight.
I like to be rise and be boring. That's like my motto. So I like to wake up at like 5:30, but then I just like to like go on a walk and meditate and be with nature and go to sleep at 8. That's like my thing. And like watch Netflix and read a book and just be mentally.
That reminds me of this tweet that I saw. It was from someone who was saying they'd like gotten the opportunity to talk to Angela Davis, and they said something that was sticking with them was her saying, "Why did we stop like at the 8-hour workday? Like, why didn't we keep fighting like beyond that, right? Like if you're gonna be a hot girl in these streets, you need sleep.
Ooh.
Now." Let's talk about Aioli.
Just like that.
That should definitely be included.
That's absolutely. All right. Speaking of being booked and busy and the composition of a hot girl, bish, we be talking to stars. All right. And the next guest was definitely that. Naomi Ekperigin stars on Apple TV's Mythic Quest as Carol and is the co-host of Couples Therapy Pod, which is now streaming everywhere. We spoke to her just the other day and we asked Naomi to break down a law that isn't actually a law yet, but it should be. So Naomi breaks down the For the People Act, which, surprise, surprise, it did in Congress, it died, but you still should know about it because we need it. So take it away, Naomi.
Oh, hey, glad you could join me today for a little lesson in civics, because you know, civics is sexy. I'm about to break down something that I feel like is not getting enough attention, because it really should, because this shit is important. I'm talking about H.R. 1, or call her by her name, the For the People Act. This is about voter protection. It's meant to ensure that everyone has access to safe and secure voting, and to stop all the nonsense, aka voter suppression, happening on the state level. I'm looking at you, Georgia, and Texas, and I could go on, but I won't, Florida. First, let me tell you why you should care. In case you're like, Naomi, I did not ask for a TED Talk. Well, I'm not TED, but we gonna talk. Our voting rights are slowly getting chipped away at the state level. Remember when people were shouting that the election was rigged? Well, it wasn't. Some conservative states who are scared that democracy is really working are using this as an excuse to make voting really hard. One state, we won't say who, Arizona, has even tried recounting the 2020 election results again. So we need protection, not state by state, but across the board, so everyone has equal access to make their voice heard, no matter where you live. Enter H.R. 1. Let me rattle off a few things that are in this bill. With H.R. 1, all states would need to have same-day voter registration. I mean, if you can register for a gun on the same day, come on. Require online voter registration, expand mail-in voting, restore voting rights for returning citizens who complete their time, and protect voting access for people with disabilities. Plus, it includes really important protections around election security, ethics, and get this, the bill would attempt to thwart gerrymandering. You know that thing politicians love to do to redraw our districts so the vote goes in their favor? You see what I mean? Now that I laid all this out, you're probably like, yeah, why would this even be up for a debate? Because you know common sense ain't so common. This past March, now that the Dems have majority in the House and the Senate, there was hope that this act would actually become a law. But you can't get too excited because even if we can get all 50 Democratic senators to support H.R. 1, Republicans can still block the bill from proceeding to a vote. Why? The filibuster.
The filibuster.
The endless debate that takes 10 Republicans to stop it. And H.R. 1 does not have 10 Republicans to stop the debate and pass the bill. Side note, we have an explainer for that too. You mad yet? Yeah, me too. Hopeless? No way. There is a lot we can do. Beyond picking up the phone and calling your senators, you can also support your local organizers who are fighting to protect our right to vote. And get loud on social. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make a TikTok dance, honey. Do a clubhouse. Do what you can to get the word out. Because while we all may be election fatigued, we can't sleep on the job when these shenanigans are going on. Our voices will be heard. We just gotta be loud enough.
Meet us back here next week.
Naomi's back for a very special friend date, and we break down how to keep your weed and yourself safe in these summer streets now that the outside is open again.
Oh, you said say it aggressively, right? Meet us back here next week.
Yeah.